Hello everybody and welcome back to Beating the Odds. It is Tuesday, February 21st, 2023, and we are back with our college basketball best bets of the day. If you're new to the channel, my name is Zach and welcome to Beating the Odds. Hit the subscribe button, like this video, hit notification bell so you never miss a pick. We post these college basketball videos every single day along with the NBA and NHL. Our NHL video is out right now. Definitely check that out. We're going after our first 1,000 subscribers. I think we're going to hit that today. It's just our first month on YouTube. So really excited to have y'all here. Let's win together today. Let's make some money. So to recap yesterday's results, it was a tough day. We went 1-2. We had Oklahoma State plus 5.5. I have no idea who got scholarships to Oklahoma State because these guys look like they should play high school ball. They're absolute trash. I don't know, like they couldn't get a rebound to save their life. Awful decisions, shooting a million threes. They were 1 for 12 at one point in the first half, never going in the basket. Just unintelligent basketball by Oklahoma State. TCU, that was a tough loss, close game, could have gone either way. And we had Minnesota plus 13.5. That was a win. They ended up losing the game, but they covered the spread. So good teams win, great teams cover. Good job, Minnesota plus 13.5. So a tough 1-2 day yesterday. That brings us to 142 and 107 for the year. So we're still 35 games over 500. We have 3 picks today that are 100% locked in. And we have 3 games that I'm looking at that I'm going to bet a little bit later. I'll let you know which way I'm leaning for those. I'll start with the games that we're already locked in on. So the first game that we have is Michigan State minus 2.5 versus Indiana. This is a system play. When an unranked team, I've been telling you all this since we've been on YouTube. When an unranked team is favored against a ranked team at home, you take the unranked team all day long here. I like Michigan State minus 2.5. They match up very well with Indiana. I think their supporting cast is better for Michigan State around just overall comparatively to what's around Trace Jackson Davis. Trace Jackson Davis will be the best player on the court for Indiana for either team today. But I think that Michigan State's supporting cast is going to be able to match up well with Indiana's supporting cast there. Trace Jackson Davis will get his buckets, but if they just one-on-one him the whole time and force him to score 50, I think that Michigan State wins this game pretty handily. I think it's going to be a 5, 6, 7 point win for Michigan State here. So I like Michigan State. Our next bet is going to be Baylor minus 2 versus K-State. Baylor had an embarrassing collapse against Kansas, but they were controlling that game the whole way. Up until the second half, obviously. They had better guard play. They got to deal with K-State's size a little bit. But I think Baylor's going to control the pace with their guard play, get the W at K-State. They have Keontae George is an incredible scorer. Flavio's a fantastic point guard. And they have a little bit of size to be able to work with against K-State, but I don't think K-State's honestly, I think they're good, but I don't think they're as good as Baylor. I like Baylor here winning this game outright, even though they are playing in Kansas State. Our next bet that's 100% locked in is Oklahoma, not Oklahoma State. God, no. Oklahoma minus 2 versus Texas Tech. Texas Tech has maxed out their potential after beating WVU in Texas. I think this is the spot for Oklahoma here. They played Texas insanely tough. With that being the home, that gives them a huge advantage against Texas Tech. Plus, I think Texas has had some nice wins recently, but I don't think this is I think this is more so a blip than it is a trend. So I like Oklahoma here. Plus the sharp money is all over Oklahoma here. So I'm taking Oklahoma here minus 2. Our next bets that I'm going to give you guys are the ones I'm leaning towards right now, but I'm going to lock in later and closer to game time, waiting for some injury reports to come out, stuff like that. So there's 3 games I'm still looking at. First one's Texas A&M versus Tennessee. I'm leaning towards A&M here, minus 1.5, but I'm still deciding on that. Just check my Twitter for updates. I'm gonna be tweeting around 6, 7 o'clock for these games. Mississippi State plus 3.5. I'm leaning heavily towards Mississippi State here. I'm probably picking Mississippi State, so you could probably put that on the card as well. And then Marquette and Creighton. That game's a little bit of that game's a little confusing to me. I'm gonna wait till a little bit closer to the game to see where the sharp money's going. But those are the games I'm looking at. I'm leaning Creighton in that one because the line just looks really weird. It's a 5.5 point line, so I like that. So a quick recap of what we got 100% right now. We have Michigan State minus 2.5, Baylor minus 2, and Oklahoma minus 2. So let's lock in those picks. Let's win together today. Let's make some money. I will see you all tomorrow. Make sure y'all check out other videos. And our Twitter is in the description, so that way you can get some updates on those other 3 games. So let's go rock it, guys.